Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a story time. I never been really open about this because I don't know, I just feel like it's weird, you know. So I never really told people about it. Like only like 2 of my close friends know about it, not like people know about it. Like obviously my parents do, and like I said, 2 of my close friends, but that's it. I never really been open about it. But it's been 4 years since this happened, so I'm just like, you know what, like I feel like I just need to let it out, you know. So I'm like, you know what, like I'm just gonna say it, whatever. Like I said, it's been a while, so it's like whatever at this point. There was nothing ever done about it during that point, and it's like, okay, obviously right now there's nothing going to be done about it either, so it's like whatever now. But now, like I said, I just feel like I have to let it out. So basically this story is going to be about how I quit my first job. Not how, sorry, about like why I quit my first job. Basically because I got sexually harassed. So let me tell you guys the whole story in details, and yeah. So if you guys want to hear my story about what happened, then keep on watching. My first job was McDonald's. Obviously, like that's like almost everybody's first job, especially like fast food. I was 15, I believe, at the moment. It was 2015. I was working there during the summer. I am 19 now. I'm gonna turn 20 next. I'm gonna turn 20 next month. So yeah, 4 months, almost 5 years ago, I think. But like it was in the summer, so almost 5 years ago. Basically, like I said, I was working at McDonald's at one that's next to me, that's very close to me, and basically I was obviously really excited to start working there because it was my first job, and I was like, you know what, like it's my first job, like I'm gonna be making money and buying whatever the F I want, you know, like a girl's gonna treat herself, whatever. I was really excited. And basically when I first started, I met like all these different types of people. There was people from all different ages, and I got along well with them, you know. So like we all got along well. It was good, it was nice or whatever. And then there was this one girl, I'm not gonna say her name, I forgot her name, to be honest. We're just gonna call her me trying to think about names. We're just gonna call her Maria, okay? That's kind of a weird name because she wasn't Hispanic. But so basically I met Maria probably like my 4th or 5th shift working there. And she was a little bit older than me. I was 15, she was probably like 16 or 17. So we weren't that huge in difference, but we were somewhat like different, right? And basically as more that I started working there, me and her just started talking, you know, like as friends, like we became friends. And at first I just thought it was really weird or whatever. And Maria basically opened up to me that she went both ways. She was bisexual. That happened, and at that time I had a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend at that time, and she knew about it, you know, and she had like a girl, I think, something like that. But she was into somebody and I had somebody at that time. Then basically what happened was that I feel like Maria just, like, the more that we worked together, she thought something that we were trying to work into something, you know, like I don't know, it's weird. So it's kind of hard to explain it. So basically we first met, right? So we were just friends, we were chill, whatever. And then the more we talked, it's like she became attached to me, which I found really weird because obviously she had somebody and I had somebody at that time too. And I just like noticed her being more close to me and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, like that's really weird, you know. I don't want her to get the wrong intention from this, you know. Like all that she is to me is my co-worker, that's it. Because obviously I didn't know her outside of work before or anything. So it's like, okay, well, I don't really know who she is, I don't know who she is like overall, you know, like she's just a co-worker. And basically we had a manager who I thought was racist just because of my whole situation that happened, she never did anything about it, but I'll let you guys know. So basically, I was working at McDonald's for 6 months before I quit. So during my 5th month there, basically everything has been going good since then. You know, she wanted to hang out outside of work, but I never like wanted to, like, not that I wanted to, but I just like am not the type to go out like that, you know. Now I am, obviously, because I'm older, but back then when I was 15, it's like, okay, you know, like all I do is go to school. I was high school at the time, and go to work. That's it, you know. Then one day I went to work and it was really slow. So yeah, so I went to work and it was really slow, and I was in the drive-thru and so was she. So basically the windows here, and then right here is like where you make the drinks, you know, like the drinks, the machine makes the drinks itself. So basically you just grab the drinks and give them, you know. So I grabbed the drinks, put them in the table, and Maria was the one who was packing the food. So I'm here making my drinks and she's over here packing the food. So I'm here just waiting, you know, because there was a car that was ordering, so like the drinks were getting ready. So I'm just here like standing until they come, you know. And she's just there minding her own business, because obviously like they're still ordering. So she's just standing there, and like I said, it was really slow. So the only car that we had was the one that was ordering, and then one that was waiting. We obviously waited, what, probably like 10 to 15 minutes during that time. During the time that we were waiting, I was just standing there, you know, minding my business, looking at what the person is ordering, because right in front of you, you have a screen of like the order. So I'm here just like holding the drinks, you know, having them ready for the customer when they come through to the window. So mind the fact that the window was right here, right? Obviously, like it was probably like around 8 or 9ish, so it was dark, but the window's still there. So basically, obviously, if there's a customer that comes, you can obviously see in the inside and you can see outside. And right above where I was is a camera. So there's one camera right there, and there's more, obviously more over there to like what was my right, and then some in front of me. Well, like if I was to scoot right and forward, you know, because I was like right in front of the drink machine. And like I said, the camera was just right above me. And then Maria just comes and basically just touches me inappropriately. And what I mean by that is she just came up to me out of nowhere, because I was really not paying attention to her. She just came out of nowhere, came like really close to me, and I was like, whoa, what the hell, you know. I was like, whoa, okay, that is so weird. So before I noticed, like she just got really close to me and touched me in my private part, and I was like, what the fuck? And like my reaction was just like, what just happened? And before I got the chance to say anything, the customer was up at the window already. So basically I was like, okay, like I said, everything just happened so quick. So I was like, oh my god, like what do I do? So I was just in shock, and I was like I was so confused. Like I don't know, man, like it was just so weird, you know. At that moment I felt so uncomfortable. And like I said, I just gave the customer the food, and then I went outside because it was a few minutes before I had to leave. So basically I just went outside, and then I asked the manager, I was like, hey, like I need to talk to you, something just happened. She was like, okay, well, like I can't really do anything about it, so just come tomorrow and talk to the store manager. And I'm like, oh my god, what the what kind of BS is that? If there's an employee complaining about something to you that you're a manager, you need to do something about it. And like I said, she was just like, okay, come back tomorrow and talk to the store manager. And I was like, okay, what the fuck, you know. So then the next day I come, me and her, like I didn't say anything, she didn't say anything after that happened. And then after that, basically what I did was, the next day, like I said, I went to the store manager, and I was like, okay, this is what happened. And then they're like, okay, why don't you tell us when it happened, because now we can't look at the cameras. I was like, what the hell? Like that is the dumbest thing I've heard. Like, what do you mean you can't look at the cameras? They're cameras for a fucking reason. Obviously there's nobody watching the cameras right at that moment, but if you need to see something, you can go back. Anybody should know that. Like you can go back, like no matter what. If you need to look at something that you want to see, or that employee is complaining about, you can go back and see that. But and she was like, why didn't you tell us yesterday? Because now we can't look back. And I'm just like, why can't you look back? Like, that's really dumb. They're cameras. You can obviously look back because they're basically just tapes, like videos. Like, what do you mean? She's like, well, we can't. And I was like, okay, look. So last night I told the manager and she told me that she can't do anything about it. So come today. Like, what kind of BS is that? You know? So I was like, okay, whatever. And at that moment, I was just dealing it with I just dealt it and kept it to myself. I did not bring it up to my parents. And then after that situation, I honestly like didn't know what to say or like how to feel or what, because at that point I just felt like really worthless. Like I didn't, like, I got my rights taken away. Like basically I have no say in this and I can't do anything about it now because because supposedly they don't have proof because they can't look back. Like, what the fuck? And that day I went back, you know, I called my dad and I was like, hey, can you pick me up? Because I was getting dropped off and picked up. So I was like, hey, can you like pick me up? And then he was like, what happened? And I was like, can you just come pick me up? I was like, can you just pick me up and tell you? And then he's like, okay. So he picks me up, and then we go home. And when we're home, my mom then came, and then I told them, I was like, so this is what happened, and they're telling me they can't do anything about it. So I don't know, I really don't know what to do anymore, because I honestly don't feel comfortable going back to work, because it's like, okay, now she feels like, now she thinks that she has the right to just touch me whenever she wants. Like, that's not what should happen. That's not right, you know? Like, it's just not right. If you and that person are anything, then you have no right to be touching them or talk or anything, you know? You just have no right to that. And I'm just like, well, I don't feel comfortable, because now she's gonna feel like she has the right to just touch me whenever she wants and wherever she wants. And I just feel really disrespected, and I feel like I can't really talk about it. Like I can't even bring it up to a manager for them to do something if they just told me, oh, we can't do anything. Like, what the, I don't know. And then basically the next day, no, that same day, my parents were like, no, we're gonna go back and we're gonna talk to them about it, you know, because this is not right. And then we went back to McDonald's, and the girl was there, and she already knew what was going on. And basically, like, I just told the manager, I was like, dude, this is not right. Like, you need to do something about it. Like, it's just not right, you know? And I just, at that moment, like, obviously I'm still young, I just didn't really think about getting like the police involved and do more about it, you know, because I couldn't, because that's sexual harassment in the workplace. And it's like, that should never happen, no matter where you are, especially at work. At work is where you go, make your money, probably meet new people, whatever, but you should always be respected and never feel this type of way or go through what I went through, especially at that age. And then basically when we went there, my parents came, like I said, and the manager, she was white, she was like, okay, like, I'll look back at the cameras and then I'll touch base with you guys. And I was like, what do you mean? So basically, because I came alone, you told me you can't do anything about it, and now you told me you were gonna just check the cameras. Like, what kind of BS is that, you know? And then my parents brought it up. They're like, okay, we're gonna, you know what, like, if you're not gonna do anything about it, we're gonna bring police into this. And it just became into this big ass thing. And then the day after that happened, we went back hoping that they looked back at the cameras and just for there to be proof for them to like either fire Maria or do something about it, you know? I obviously just didn't feel comfortable going back to that place, so I just didn't feel comfortable going back to work there or anything. I'm like, okay, even if you guys fire her, like, okay, that's good, you know, but I just don't feel comfortable going back either way. And basically the next day that we went back, she supposedly was sick, the manager, and she was like, oh, like, I've been sick, so I haven't been able to check the cameras. And let me tell you guys, like, this is just the dumbest shit that somebody could say. Like, it just makes no sense. And then a week after, I called them, you know, so that whole week I just didn't show up to work. A week after, I called her again and I was like, dude, like, have you done that? Like, did you look at the cameras? Have you guys done something about it? She's like, well, I still been sick, so I haven't looked at I haven't had a chance to look at the cameras. And I'm just like, okay, what the hell, bro? Like, that is so messed up. And I'm like, at this point, like, I just gave up, like, I'm done, because I'm trying to bring up something that happened and like makes me feel really disgusted after that. Like, it's not something really huge, but I've been through things in the past that just basically traumatized me in a way, and that happened, and that basically not having my voice be heard just like hurts, you know. Like, if you've been in my shoes before, you know what I mean. And basically she told me that they haven't looked at anything because obviously, like, she's been sick. I was like, you know what, like, at this point, like, I'm just done showing up, like, I quit, you know. So I was like, I quit. She's like, no, like, we're gonna look. I'm like, nah, like, it's been over a week and you guys haven't done anything about it. Like, this is something serious. It's fucking sexual harassment. You guys should be able to do something about this. If you guys don't, it's like, what the hell am I doing here, you know? Why are you even a manager if you're not gonna take care of it? It was just way too much, and I just had given up. And obviously, like I said, it's not something big, but I'm basically traumatized because of my past. Like I said, if you wear my shoes and been through what I've been through before, you understand why I felt this way. And it's just been hard for me to like just let it out, you know. Like I said, nothing was ever done about it. I wish I would have done something about it, you know, because after that happened, she found out that I brought up a complaint, and she told me that she basically was telling everybody that it's my fault because I was giving mixed signals to her, so she didn't know whether I like her or not. And I'm like, okay, like, first of all, I have a boyfriend. Second of all, you're talking to someone, so I don't get how I'm giving you mixed signals. Like, I'm the person I am, and obviously I'm respecting who I'm with, and I'm respecting the fact that you're in a relationship too, and I would never do anything to jeopardize my relationship or your relationship. Like, you had to be really dumb to be doing that. And basically, I'm just like, I honestly was never into Maria, and I told her, I was like, I was never into you. All we had was a friendship because we obviously worked together. That's it. And then, like, she just did not understand about it. She just didn't understand, and she wasn't okay with the fact that I complained about it because she thought it was right what she did, you know. So basically, she started threatening me and telling me, oh, like, I know where you live, I'm gonna show up at your house, I'm gonna shoot you up, this and that. It was just way too much. Like, it was just so hard, and that is the reason why I never really been open about it, because I really kept all of that to myself. Didn't even tell my parents about the fact that she's been threatening me or anything. But she knew what school I went to, so low-key I was afraid that something might happen. But I just, like I said, I never said anything, and I was, like I said, it's been 4 years. I overcame it, kinda, you know. Like, it's just like, I don't know what to do. Obviously, I can't do anything right anymore about it, but I'm just like, I don't know how it was my fault that I went through that or anything like that, you know. So yeah, but if you guys ever have a situation like that, you guys have your rights to do something about it. If the manager or supervisor, whoever's in charge, does not do anything, bring it up to the police. Do something about it, because it's not correct and it's not right, and it does affect you. Like, trust me, it affects you. It really does affect you, because you're just not the same anymore after that. It's like, okay, where did I go wrong that I basically let a whole stranger basically touch me inappropriately or anything, you know. And like I said, after that, you just don't feel comfortable working there, or probably not even comfortable working anywhere else. So I stopped. After that, I was not working for like probably 6 months, you know, and then I found another job. But it's just like, it was just hard trying to like go back to another job and like hoping that I don't go through that again, you know. So yeah, but like I said, if you guys are ever in that situation or anything similar to it, there's really many different things that could happen that's obviously not right. And if your gut feeling is telling you it's not right, do something about it. Like seriously, do something about it. I really regret not doing anything about it, because I could have done something and probably prevented like from later on, and get the whole company, like people who know, you know, like not people who obviously do not know and are not doing anything about it. So yeah, so if you guys ever go through that, speak up. You have your rights to do something about it. Like, don't let someone tell you that you can't do anything about it, they can't do anything about it, because you can. So just stand up for it and do something about it. If I would have been smarter at that time, trust me, I would have done something, but I didn't. But I'm so thankful that I had my family to support me and like help me get through that. Like I said, it was just hard because I went through something kind of similar to that before when I was younger, so it was just kind of hard for me, you know. But now I overcame it and I'm doing better, so I just thought it was time for me to just let it out, you know, and basically just tell you guys about it. And if anybody, like I said, is going through this, please talk up, like do something. Don't keep this inside of you and let it hurt you. So don't let it get the best of you. So that's basically all for this video. It was kind of hard. I felt like I almost cried, but yeah, I just, like I said, I just thought it was time to just like let it all out. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.